Hey guys, welcome again. Oh my goodness, I am just, I'm such a joke to myself. I love joking with myself. Forgive me, I forgot to, I really cannot survive without smelling good. I really get to smell good all the time, even when it's time for bed. And technically it is, let me check the time. It is 00:48 a.m. BTW. And I'm getting told I'm because wait, we haven't even, you know what? Let me just do this. Hi guys, welcome back to adulting while venting at it. Ting ting. And yeah, I honestly couldn't sleep. I haven't even tried, so there's that as well. However, welcome and welcome and welcome and thank you for joining me because ciao. I was watching Emily in Paris. Literally, I've been binge watching that since season 1 up until season 5 currently, and it's amazing. The first, like, it's just a roller coaster of emotions and whatnot, and damn, I just gotta say, damn, it's wild. Wild to say the least. It's giving life in 20s. Like, you're in your 20s, you don't know anything, but you're just moving forward. You're just doing whatever it is that you're doing. And yeah, basically that. And it's just making me realize that time wasted can never be regained. Yeah. How do you not waste time when you don't even know what you're doing or what to do? It's frustrating. And I believe that's the course of life. It's frustrating. And that's not even, how do I even say this? The least part of it? Because this series that I've been watching, it has mostly just taught me that time wasted really can never be regained, and you are not the same person that you were in a couple of minutes that have passed or time. And it's just so wild because, like, dude, what are we doing on this earth? Let's talk about love. Let's explore the dynamic of it. It's not the best. I don't want to admit it, however, it truly is. Because, number one, we don't know what we're doing. Number two, we don't really ever know what our partners are doing in their heads. Not like doing as in action. No, like in their heads. We don't even know what they're doing, truly. And we don't know what we're doing. Period. And it frustrates me because no one can ever be truthful, like that truthful. The moment you find someone that is truthful with their words, with their feelings, because 90% of the time we don't even know how we're feeling. Honestly, I can be in a relationship right now and my partner asks me, how are you doing? I'm good. How are you doing? And in that moment, I am doing good. I really am. And then as our conversation continues, an hour later, I'm no longer okay because I remembered something. I got triggered by something happened, something opened my eyes, I saw something, and all of those things are contributing aspects into how I'm feeling. We're constantly evolving every single time, so much so that it's a lot, to say the least. It really is a lot. And I don't even know, man. I don't know. Like, if you get an opportunity and you don't run by that opportunity and it passes you, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. Like, I feel like once you are in your 20s, there's always that relationship that happened before you got into your 20s or when you were in your early 20s. That one relationship that there was everything. However, it was the wrong timing. I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm the only person and the people in my group that have experienced that, But I feel like the moment you're in your 20s, there's always going to be that one relationship, even two, even if three or whatever. But you are to always experience a relationship where everything could have been good, or you guys could have put in the work, or you guys could have done something better. But the problem is it was a wrong timing. And then later on in the years when you guys meet and like, oh, you're still alive? And like, yeah, so oh my goodness, you and I used to love each other so much. Oh, and now you're married with 5 kids. And you being married with 5 kids, this person as well is married, and then or like, whatever is happening in their lives at that moment. And then you remember, Hore, you and I actually used to love each other so much. And it's like, damn, we really did. We really used to love each other so much. We used to love each other. And because I was still a kid, for guys or girls, I was still young and I needed to figure myself out. I needed to learn things about myself. I needed to find a good job. I needed to learn this. I was getting so much money from the job that I just got, and I didn't know what to do with the money, so I was partying non-stop and I just wasn't ready for commitment or whatever the situation could be. And it's always like, damn, couldn't we have met at least in a different timeline? And one thing I realized about love, about us, the woke generation, is that consequences of being woke are a lot, to say the least. And the moment you see it, you can't unsee it anymore. The moment you learn. I think that's why it's be like, the English, technically, not the white. Oh my goodness. I am so hyped. I'm running on a very big hype on emotions, and it's just wild. It's wild. As I was saying, the white, not the white. Why am I into the white? The English. That's why the my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking in my head that there are people who are looking at this video right now and they're like, she's actually like me. Whenever I'm going through something, I'd laugh it off, and maybe laughing it's gonna help me not to take it seriously until I'm having a meltdown. But it's okay. We're an adult. We're an adult, and I just gotta say, however, back to the English. Ooh, I get this, and I'm so gorgeous. Why am I... Okay, calm down, girl. Calm down. We easily get distracted by our gorgeousness, so it's expected once in a while. However, back to the important part. The most important part is that's why the English say, gosh damn. Oh my God. That's why the English say, it's good to stay in bliss. Ignorance is bliss, because the moment you are observant, I don't want to say unoblivious, because I don't think that's a word, but yes, the moment you observe and you see the things that are happening all around you and in front of you and in you, you get to realize, okay, actually the grass isn't greener on the other side. Actually, we are in a desert. There's no grass at all. What? There's no grass at all, and we're just surviving, we're just all in survival mode. And it's not even funny because we meet new people each and every single day, and I believe that's the beauty of life. I was listening to this other podcast. I'm not even sure if it was a podcast or whatever, but they were saying that we humans are animals that cannot live without each other, but we try to make it work while living alone. That's why most of us fail, because we weren't created to do this life thing alone. We were never created for us to actually. I think this thing is so nice. I get into so nice, but I just don't like it. I like it like this, or like this. But however, I get this like it gets like some weird granny with some boots. So no, we'll just leave it like this. And yeah, man, I could say it, man, to say salad, but what I'm saying but in and like whenever somebody goes through something, and then you realize that somebody's going through something, you realize, well, actually my life is not as bad, or you realize that your life is actually really bad. Pick a side. Same as this other conversation that I was having with this other person. Let's call him Mentor. So Mentor, we were having like a chat, and he's like, so what's been going on with you lately? I'm like, I am in love with how my family has been treating me. I'm so blessed. I really, really am so blessed and appreciative of the love that my family has been showing me. And he's like, oh, saying you're blessed is just another flip of the coin of comparison. I was like, tell me more. And then he goes like, the moment you say you're blessed, you are just comparing yourself to other people. It's just it's a comparison that is wrapped and shaped in a heart form, fancier. And I'm like, no, but I'm just blessed. He's like, yes, you are blessed compared to other people out there. At least you have a roof over your head. The people don't have a roof. At least you had a meal today. You're grateful that you had a meal today. Somebody did not have. For you to be blessed, you had to compare your situation and that of less advantaged people. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, it's not actually wrong. It's not fully wrong. And that just made me realize the concept of we weren't made to do this life thing alone. Which is why there are words such as it takes a village to raise a kid. And all of us who were raised by a village, we have respect. We have, like most above all, we have respect, we respect our elders. And honestly, I have no problem with people who do public affections while in the relationships. However, there's certain age and limits to that. You cannot be a grade 8 learner and starting shade. I'm not gonna say no shade. Shade to you. I mean it. Because first of all, what do you mean that you're busy kissing, smooshing a person while adults are passing? Hey man, how sabe go na le motho a feta ka koloi o jotsa mme wa hao hore o sa ke bone ngwana hao sena strateng? Which is why I'm saying rona people who were raised by a village, we understand the concept of I cannot be seen doing 1, 2, 3 in the street, because these people, as much as they may not tell my mother and father and family, these people ke a tseba hore tomorrow ke tlo gongwa ha bona. And ke tlo kokota, ke tlo fitla ke shebile, ke tlo sheba mme o mahlong jwang ke tseba hantle. Okay, not technically mahlong ha ke but like ke tlo ba in her presence jwang ke tseba hantle go mpone smooshing some other person. You get? However, I am a Gen Z, and I just don't understand the other parts of our Gen Z rules. And that's just me. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Seems like you guys are entitled to do whatever you guys want, but and yeah, man, basically that's just it. I was having a meltdown, and I decided to share it with you guys that time wasted can never be regained in everything. And honestly, I don't believe it's in everything. Because time wasted can never be regained. In love, in career, you can always go choose a different career. In career, you can always begin next year. In career, you can always find your way around it, But in love, not so much. Not in love, dude. Like, not in love. Because, number one, suppose you waste time right now and not be with the person that you really, really want, and they really, really want you, and you guys are just trying to find whatever reason for you guys to not be together. And 2 months later on, that your partner is now in a relationship with someone else, and you see this person laugh at someone else, you're gonna be jealous and you're gonna resent them for it. And then you get in a relationship trying to distract yourself, and then that partner of yours breaks up with this, and then now one was single and you are still in the relationship, and then now he gets to see you being in love, and he's gonna resent you for it. And then now what? You guys both resent each other for being in love, but you're like, no, but then you were also in love and sharp. And then at the same time, let's say you break up and he's now waiting for you. And then after that, what's gonna happen? Are you guys gonna fall in love with each other again? Or whenever you see that person with their ex, you are going to remember how they loved each other, and you are to always be insecure about it. All because of what? Because at some point you wasted time. But I meant that when you get a chance, just fall in love. Love is the pits, we know that. And it's just so funny of how we humans, we're designed to want love and fall in love. That's the thing that I really still don't understand even now. And hasn't that's okay. And the thing about falling in love is that it's amazing, the best feeling, as people say. And yeah, that's just it. Maybe, who knows, what is that, my Bible? Or it is, maybe, who knows, at some point I will fall in love. And I'll get to tell you guys about it. And I don't know, man. I just feel like at the stage where I'm in this growth that I'm in, I have so so many insecurities that will not be portrayed as insecurities, but the moment they're happening and I get to reflect on them, they are insecurities. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? For example, we like covering insecurities as knowing your worth. Let that sink in. We like covering insecurities as knowing our worth. Why do I say that? Take me for example. I meet a guy, I give him my numbers, and we chat, right? And this guy disappears on me for one day. And his disappearance, maybe he lost his phone, maybe he had a busy day. Let's not use the one of him losing his phone. Let's just say he's having a very, very busy day at work and whatnot. And then not on my side, like he's having a very hectic day. He can't even text me or call me because he's having meetings back to back. Like, it's just a lot going on at his workplace, right? And then as me looking at that kind of behavior, it gets to a point where I realize, okay, this guy is just ghosting me, using that technique of pulling away from me, and then he's going to come back. Or this guy, I am already filling my head with these many possibilities. That could be true, but I'm not so true because I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with this person, right? And the moment we see bulleting, or even tomorrow, because he got home and he was exhausted, he couldn't even check his phone or whatever because he's really stressed because something is happening at work or whatever. Because most of us, our work is our life. We literally live to work. We don't work to live, and it's okay because that's just the reality of how things are, And now this person communicates with me the following day, and he's like, hey, I couldn't talk to you more, Bani. I was so caught up at work. The first thing that goes in my head is that, oh, you were caught up in work all day long. It's fine. But when you got home, you couldn't text me. It means you have a wife in your house and you're just using me. Oban that. Nah. I'm gonna tell myself, okay, I just know my worth. I'm gonna block the guy because he didn't talk to me for a day. That's what I do. That is exactly what I'm gonna do, ne? But in reality of it, that person really did have a long day. That person really had a stressful day, and I just don't care. And the insecure part about it is that I'm going to cover it up as saying, I know my worth. I am to not talk to a guy who ghosts me for a whole day. But in reality, it's an insecurity of not having to trust, of not trusting or wanting to trust what a person says to me. And Obana already that essentially a recipe for disaster, because kind of relationship and a relationship is kind of trusted you. And then one thing about me is that once I'm fucking like A1, diabalek asana, gone. It's like how to ke trusted na kile kwa wena o tla morao jlo ka mantona di khongwane se tla ntse hohoba nna ke kae ke finish line how dust bathong o ile kae how mantona di kho nna ke mo ke that molala wa kgo ke hloyane ya go ena le motsu ya no ntse nje ke mona motsu wena o mantweng mo ntwaneng ya di kgo nna ke jile ntja ke gone. And that's like the most saddest part about it, because sometimes it's true and sometimes it's not true. The person is really ghosting you. They really have a wife at home. And when they get home, they have to play father. They have to play husband, But 9 out of 10 times, that person really just had a long day at work. And I'm to not give them a chance ever again because they ghosted me for a day. I know my worth. I know, and I give it all my goals. I'm like, I know my worth. I'm to not talk to a guy who ghosted me for a day. I'm to not do that. No, why would I? Because that person has a wife. Dude, I literally told you that I had a long day at work. And this that you're doing is already a 10 off for me, because once I tell you that I have a long day at work, it means I have a long day at work. And then now you've lost a good guy just because of your insecurities and your trust issues. And the worst part about it is that at some point I did trust people. I did trust when they said that. And it came and bit me in the ass. And I have a very huge solid ass. Excuse my French, but yeah, that's what else. But guys, let me try and sleep. Get me some sleep so I can be gorgeous in the morning. What am I doing tomorrow? Well, technically today, I think I'm just gonna take myself out and just reflect on how deep is this meltdown that we're having. But yeah, it's mon chéri. Oh, it's que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to seek. Que sera, sera. With that, I'll see you guys probably the next time I'm having a meltdown. But let's just hope that my next video will just be of me doing something fun and nice and having a very, very positive conversation. Because I feel like we need that for a change, Some je ne sais quoi. I have been watching a lot of French thingies, so excuse-moi. I love the languages. Delicious. Bellissimo. I don't even know what bellissimo means, but it's bellissimo. It has that thingy. But yeah, yes, let's just do that. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, now I'm clumsy. I'm just a girl. And yeah. However, this has been nice. It's me signing out from Ting Ting. It's Ayana Kodisa. And it's been a pleasure sharing with you my Ting Ting. This is adulting while venting at it. So, yes, signing off. Mwah. Bellissimo. No, ciao, ciao.